we're ready. I'll say that again. Good morning. How is everyone? Great to see you. I'll stand for a moment before I go down. So this is a short 30-minute practice. Starting at 7:15, we have a minute. My name is Kelly. Thank you for being here. I think I know all of you. And this is Maxwell. Come here, Maxwell. So let's get started by standing on your mat. And you can put your mat this way. So take some time to sort out where your mat is. It should be horizontal so that you can turn both directions. I will be easily viewable in this perspective. So standing, press your feet into the floor, your toes, your heels, the balls of your feet. And pull your shoulders back and lower the shoulders away from the ears, and that naturally lifts your chest, your heart. So standing tall. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Then close your eyes. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhaling and then exhaling. Feel your body. Feel your foundation mainly becoming more present. Bring the edge of the hands to the mind's eye, the third eye. The sixth energy chakra in the body. Then inhale and reach the arms up and stretch. Clasp your fingers and point the two index fingers, cross your thumbs, and then we're just going to lean over to the side, do that, and then lean over to the other side. Do that again. So movement, flowing first, and then we'll hold for a few breaths. One more time on the other side, or bring it over and hold. So your hip pressing out towards the opposite wall over there. Soften your knees, that's important. Keep pressing into your feet equally. So your weight may distribute over into that left foot or that foot over there on this side. But shift the weight over so that you're centering, and then turn your chin up. Take another deep breath in. Exhale it out and inhale and reach the arms up. And then exhale and reach the opposite direction. Reaching the arms, the body is rounding. Maybe you can lean a little bit further into that side bend or half moon pose, standing. Good. Now inhale and reach your arms up. And sweep the hands behind. Clasp your hands behind your back. Looks like this. Palms together. And then reach the knuckles towards the floor. Take a breath in. You'll want you to separate your feet so your feet are about hip width apart. And begin to tip your chest forward with a flat back. Fold all the way over. Reach the arms over behind you. Then move the shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Then as you exhale, maybe you can lean or fold a little bit more forward towards the thighs. Breathe in. Abs in. Exhale. Now unclasp the hands. Reach the hands down the back of your legs and then in front of the shins. Lengthen the head forward. Half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and reach up and stretch. Look up at your hands. Clasp your fingers. Let's do that side bend again. Maybe you're feeling a little more warmed up and comfortable bending over. Just press the hip out away or towards the other side. Inhale and reach the arms up. Look up for a moment and then exhale and shift the arms the opposite way. The hips go towards the wall and turn your chin up. Stretching the side body. Inhale up. Then exhale. Hands behind. Clasp your hands. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Inhale. And then exhale. Press into your feet. Abs contracted to support the lower back. Lean all the way over. Fold all the way over. Reach the arms away from the body.
Knuckles towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Bring the hands down in front of the shins. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and reach. Standing tall.
So let's do that one more time. Soften the knees, clasp your fingers, point the index fingers and lean over as you exhale. And then inhale and reach up, and then you'll go to the other side. I'm just going to check and make sure everything is going right. Good, then bring the hands behind your back. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Melanie. Reaching the knuckles. Good morning, everyone else. And fold over. Reach the arms away.
Then unclasp your hands, reach the hands down for your shins, lengthen
Forward. Then exhale and fold. I'm going to turn, or everybody turn and walk your hands forward to the front of the mat and bring your feet back and set your knees down. All right, so now hands on the floor, spread your fingers apart, round your back up into a cat pose. So tuck your pelvis and drop the head. Then lower your belly down, cat-cow. Let's do that 3 times. So count that as 1. You can tuck your toes under, get a good stretch for the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet, the arches, and also working into the mobility of your toe joint. So keeping the toes tucked under. Round up. And then lower your navel towards the floor. Good. And then round up one more time. Excellent. And then neutral spine. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Like that. And then palms on the floor. Bring your palms together and clasp the hands. Bring your right leg out straight and your left leg out straight. So now you're in forearm plank. Press into the forearms and strengthen through the legs. So feel your legs strong, hugging the thigh muscles, hugging the thigh bone, the quadricep hugging the femur. So really, really extend. So you got 3 more breaths right here. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale. Think of the third eye, the space between the brow and your palms, the hands in prayer position underneath your forehead are the third eye. The stream of energy, our connection. So your intention. Set your knees down and lower down all the way onto the mat. Bring the forearms onto the mat, tops of your feet down, or top of your feet down, and lift up into Sphinx pose, abs in, contracted to support the lower back. So your glutes will probably contract up there and squeeze. I want you to let the glutes go, but then abs contracted. That's important. Press into your hands, look at your hands and press into the fingertips anytime your hands are on the floor, like you're clawing the mat. Then let's lift up again onto your hands, lift your knees into plank, and then downward facing dog. And breathe. Reach your right leg up, inhale. Go ahead and bring the right foot forward between your hands and set your left knee down. In lunge position, hands to your thigh. This knee needs to be right over your ankle. All right, so roll your shoulders back, reach your arms up, inhale. And we'll flow right here. Exhale your hands down, moving smoothly. Flex your foot, and then put your foot flat and reach the arms up. So massaging the muscles with the movement, slow movement, and then breathing flat back right there. Put your foot flat, inhale and reach up. And then exhale, hands down one more time. And set your foot down. Lift your knee. Walk your hands to the center of the mat, facing my direction, hopefully. And then let your head lower all the way. Relax the neck. You can move your shoulders. Actually, move the shoulders away from your ears. Press into the floor with the hands. And then let your body tip all the way over. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Maybe you're still a little bit tight, working through that. That's okay. So then lift your head, walk your hands over to the left foot or the opposite side. Put your knee down and look forward, hands to your thigh. The top of your foot on the floor behind you. Right here, hands on your thigh. Inhale and reach your arms up. And then exhale, flat back, flex your foot in the front. Hamstring. Warming that up. Put your foot down flat. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale and bring your hands down. And flex the foot in the front. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down and flex your foot again. Hamstring stretch feels much better this third round, right? Warming that up. And then place your foot on the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your knee, walk your hands to the center of your feet. And drop your head all the way over. Bring the hands between your feet. If you need to peek up here, it looks like this. Hands between your feet. And press into your hands, and your elbows are drawing in towards each other. Take a breath in. Exhale it out and straighten your legs more. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Look forward. Walk your hands to the other side. And now let's lift. Bring your hands to your thigh. Come up into high lunge position. Reach your arms straight up. And then straighten the back leg. So just like in plank, that forearm plank, I want your leg back there to be super strong. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's twist. So I'm going to twist away from you. Shift your body over and place your elbow on the outside of your leg or right on top. Then try to move the elbow over and turn, lengthening through the side body. Pointing your heel up in the back. Falling happens. If you lose your balance this early in the morning, I think it's okay. Excellent. Now, lift your chest and reach up. Inhale. Sweep the hands down to the mat, and we're going to turn and go to the opposite side. So walk your hands over. But first, before, you're going to press into the floor, lift up your left foot, and bring that leg back, downward facing dog. Lift up your left leg. Step your left foot forward between your hands. High lunge position, left hand, right hand on your thigh. Here's your bracing. Strengthen through the back leg by contracting or lifting the kneecap, contracting the thigh muscles. Reach up, inhale. Hands to your heart. And then you're going to twist over the opposite way. So as you exhale, turn and lengthen through your sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach your arms. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Walk it to the center, to the other side. And spin it around. Press into the floor. Lift your right foot up. Extend it back. Downward facing dog. Walk to your feet to the center of the mat and your hands to your feet and fold. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold.
Inhale.
And reach up. All the way. Good. Let's do eagle pose. So let's start with the arms. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Press your elbows into each other like that. And then circle the hands around, or circle the forearms around so that your palms are together. You'll feel that stretch in your shoulders. So before you lift up too much, just kind of relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Then going to sink your hips down and bend your knees, squatting position. And reach the right leg up and over the left leg for Garandasana. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Lower your hips down towards that opposite heel, towards the standing leg. And maybe you can wrap the toes around the calf. If you can't, that's totally fine. Most people, or a lot of people, can't. Point your elbows forward and then move the hands away from the mind's eye, the third eye. But feeling the connection still. Breathe in. Point your fingers towards the ceiling, lower down your hips as you reach the arms, move the forearms away. Excellent. Now unwind your arms, lift up your knee. Everybody practice balancing, arms out to the side. So we're going to go into Warrior 3. Extend the right leg back, straight behind you. You can hold your arms out for balance, but then I want you to bring your hands to your sides and turn your palms facing down. So your toes pointing towards the floor, the right foot, square your hips, and then tip your body over so you're a straight line from the crown of your head to the heel behind you. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Take another deep breath in. And then lift all the way up. Eagle pose into Warrior 3. All right, so now let's do changing sides. So left arm goes underneath your right. Bring the hands around, circle the forearms, and sink down into a squat position. So bend your knees, bend your hips. So it's not a real deep squat position. You're up a little bit higher. Then you're going to bring the left leg up and over, or the opposite leg up and over. And try to wrap your toes around the back of your calf. Lift the arms. Garandasana, eagle pose. So your hands right in front of the third eye. Reach the elbows, keeping that connection. Sink down lower, but reach the arms higher. So squeeze your legs in towards each other and you'll find a little more balance. Squeeze. Your breathing may help you. There's your focus. And then open up, lift your knee, balance, arms to the side. Good. Now bring the leg back, straight back behind you. Balancing on the right leg. Tip your chest forward, looking down at the mat. Bring your arms to your sides, turn your palms down. Breathe. Pull your abs in, shoulders away from the ears. Press into that right foot. Tip your body over, straight from the head to the heel. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring it in, lift your knee, and set your foot down. Excellent. You feel that in the right leg and the left leg. The standing leg was the working leg. Very good. All right, so let's reach forward, chair pose. Let's do a sun salutation. So turn. First, let's turn. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale. Chair pose. 3 breaths. You can bring your hands to your heart if that helps. Sink down lower. Remember, weight in your heels, but then set your toes down. Spread them apart. So just having body awareness. That's the beauty of practice of yoga is that it really brings you to have awareness of your body. Exhale, fold. In everything, not just in the yoga practice. Half lift, lengthen forward. Place your hands on the floor, step your right leg back and your left leg. So you can make this gentle by placing your knees on the floor, or easier, right? Tops of the feet down, lower down to the mat. Lift up your chest through, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the floor away. Starting with your right leg. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Bring your thigh towards your belly and then shift forward. Plant your foot. If your foot lands in the center, use your hand and bring your foot forward. Set your left heel down so your foot's at an angle back there. Warrior one. Looking this direction. So your hips are squared, pointing that direction. You're getting a good stretch on the hip flexors on the left side. So shifting the left forward and the right back. Good. Let's place the hands together, point your pointer fingers and reach the arms, relax the shoulders. Shift your knee forward more, inhale. Unclasp your hands and exhale, arms down to the sides. Vinyasa, press into the floor. Extend the right leg back straight. Set your knees down if you would like to. Lower down to the mat. Cobra pose, or if you want to, you can go into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The other side. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Then bring your thigh in towards your belly. Shift forward, and get your foot up there as high as you can. Use your hand if you need to. Set your heel down in the right foot. Foot's at an angle, warrior one. Inhale. So if you look down, it's a heel to heel alignment. It makes sense because you've got space, right? You've got your hips and your legs. So the heel to heel alignment with the foot and the back being at an angle makes sense. Right side pulls forward, left side draw it back. Bring your hands together, point your fingers, reach the arms, shift the shin forward more. Warrior one. Breathe in and out. Inhale, unclasp your hands, reach down for the floor. Go into plank, high plank, shift forward, then lower down, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent. 3 breaths. Separate your feet. Let's finish with a strong dolphin plank, or called forearm plank, same difference. So come down to your forearms, set your knees down and come down to your forearms, and bring your hands together in prayer position, like this. So thumbs, or fingers, the palms together, fingers straight, extend the right leg back and left leg back. So just like we did in the beginning, maybe it's a little more comfortable this time through, right? So lift up your body, straight spine and hips. So strengthen through your legs, strong thighs, press into the floor. So again, the hand mudra to the mind's eye, the third eye, that stream of intention, feeling the connection with what you're doing and what's happening with your body. Now coming into dolphin pose. So maybe you want to set your knees down and look up here, unless you already know where you're going with dolphin pose. If not, look up here for a moment. So your hands go flat like this. And there's space between them, push into your forearms. This is a strong pose. So lift up your knees and you'll walk your feet towards your elbows. So say on your forearms, downward facing dog, basically. Push into the forearms and then look back. You need to relax the neck, but move the shoulders away from your ears. Separate your feet.
So everyone, if you're not there, come up onto your forearms and walk your feet toward your elbows with your hips up. Push into the floor, feeling your shoulders open and strengthen. It's a great shoulder stretch also. Good. Now, set your knees down. Child's pose. Bring your arms down to your sides, and you can actually grab your heels if you'd like to, or put the top of your hands on the floor and put your forehead down. Again, there's your connection to the earth. The mind's eye, the third eye, your intuition chakra, your sixth sense. Walk your hands in onto the mat and lift up, and let's sit on the mat. You can bring your legs straight out so you can focus looking up here. Right foot to the inner thigh and sit up tall. Walk your hands along the leg, walk it out, breathe in, and breathe out, and then lower over your leg, and maybe you can grab your foot and then pull against the foot to bring the body towards your leg more. Maybe your forearms come down, maybe you can put your forehead on your knee. Inhale and lift up. And let's just change sides. So bring your right leg forward, or the opposite leg forward, and foot to the inner thigh. First, sit up tall. Look out along the leg, straight out in front of you. Walk your hands forward. Breathe in. And then exhale and lower towards the leg. Reach your hands around the foot if you can. Put your elbows down and put your forehead on your knee. Inhale and lift your head up all the way. And I'm going to turn, like I began, with your feet out towards the end of the mat and your head towards the front of the mat. And lower down all the way. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend the legs up straight. Reach the hands up behind the hamstring and press into the hamstrings with your fingers. Make a circle with the fingers, a little pressure massage. And then press the fingers behind the knees, both directions, and then reach up and grab your calves. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now bend your knees and grab your big toes with your yogi fingers. Pull the knees in towards the outside of your shoulders. Happy baby. Rock from side to side. One side to the other. And then release your toes, cross your ankles. You can roll over to the side to come up to a seated position, or roll all the way up and then turn this direction. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in, and please leave me your comments. Please say good morning. I hope you have a great day, everybody. And I'll catch you. So go and take a 15-minute break, and I'm coming back on at 8 o'clock for a full energetic vinyasa flow, which will be, I'll have a few intervals where we get our heart rate up, and we'll work pretty hard. It'll be a good practice. Again, the theme being the mind's eye, the sixth chakra of the body. Bring your hands together, hands to your heart. Then bring the edge of the hands to the mind's eye, making that connection. And then bowing your chin in thanks and in gratitude for being here and for our ability to practice
even though it's across a screen, across the airwaves. I bow my practice to your practice. Namaste. Thank you.